There is a strong political will that dominates relations between Kazakhstan and Singapore, said non-resident ambassador of Singapore to Kazakhstan, Zulkifli Baharudin. In an interview to The New Time, he described bilateral economic cooperation as growing with a big potential ahead. Mr. Ambassador also stressed out the importance of a personal attach of the President Tokayev to Singapore and friendly ties that two countries share. Please watch the fragment of the interview right now.
When we talk about cooperation, we talk basically about two main things. It's economic, business cooperation and establishing political dialogue. I think in both of these spheres the cooperation is going very well, but what kind of industries, maybe economic industries, are of the most interest for Singaporean?
I think we have to be very careful that countries that are far apart, for us to have that great political goodwill is very important, extremely important. And because without goodwill, political goodwill, you cannot create economic opportunities. So I think I must first say that our political goodwill is very, very strong. Economic opportunities depends on, companies, whatever they want to do, and we just have to keep doing it. I think your country is just emerging. People need to know a bit more. We need to develop a few things like connectivity. People need to get familiar with the region. The people in the region need to get familiar, not just with Singapore, with the region in Singapore. We're two very diverse. But I think generally because of the great political goodwill and some strategic businesses that have already been there, I think people are getting comfortable. People are getting familiar. In our case, we are very, very privileged and unique in the sense that your leaders, President Tokayev, I mean, he's so familiar with the country.
Yes, his diplomatic career started here.
Yeah, he was as a young man, he lived here, not far from here. He lived here. Some of his friends are still here who are waiting to see him, and he still remembers them as his friends. So he's got a very warm understanding, and he knows the place. He spent years here, and these are his formative years will shape him. So. And his relationship with subsequent leaders of Singapore, their past and present, whom he will see, remains very strong. So that demonstrates, very unique, that demonstrates how President Tokayev treasures friendship. Not because, even though they have left their job, but he treasures that. He wants to see them, he wants to see them personally over meals. So that shows his character, that he values friendship a lot.